involved for you in getting to a place where you could get over, you know, best player in the game kind of coming after your career?
Well, I would tell you, there's people that help. Charles Barkley got on me. Kenny Smith is like a brother to me, got on me. You know, Shaq. And then guys internally, Ryan Clark, Swagoo, Marcus Spears. I love those brothers. They're my brothers. And they weren't the only ones. And
people that had your back.
Yes,
yeah.
But here's the other thing. My daughters love LeBron. And I had to look at them and say, yeah, he is. He is phenomenal. You know, they ain't lying. You know, he's one of the greatest ever. And so, you know, again, you can have differences with people. But if you're a grown-up, if you're a man, you're able to compartmentalize and say, we might have a disagreement. We might have a beef. But that doesn't mean you should. It doesn't mean you should look at him in a negative kind of way. I might have affected him in ways that other people haven't, and that might have provoked him to do whatever. You know, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just know that I'm 58 years old, and I'm not interested in walking around bitter and with a grudge and with all of this other nonsense, especially for somebody who has done so much for our community, has done so much for the sport, has done so much for the game. And just think about it. Always talking to the media, always answering questions, always showing up when he's the marquee and answering the call. Time and time and time again, he's done this throughout an illustrious 23-year career. I know what kind of man my mother raised me to be. And for me to try to sully that, what he has done for so many people, to me, that's not how I was raised. And I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I know that our differences are our differences, and for whatever reason, they'll probably stay that way. But I know that I will never root against him, and that I will never be one that contributes to any lack of appreciation that somebody tries to show him. We have a lot to thank LeBron James about, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm somebody that does what I always do, call it like I see it. And in the end, his career can end today. He is one of the top, in my mind too, in other people's mind, top 3, top 5 players that has ever blessed the planet Earth. And that is how I will talk about him when he is long gone from the game. I will still talk about him that way. It will not be in any other way than something that appreciates his overall greatness.